morning, our students and teachers at the Kyaung Seik High School in Myanmar plant brush cherries to thank Tzu Chi. We take a look at how embracing vegetarianism have changed people's lives for the better and healthier. Welcome to DaAi Headlines. I'm Helen Liao. Thank you for joining us. Starting in March of this year, Tzu Chi began construction 12 schools in Myanmar's Kyaung Township. The Kyaung Seik High School is the biggest of the 12 schools and has been completed recently. To express their thanks, the faculty and students have planted brush cherries used to honor the Buddha on campus.
At Kyaung Seik High School in Kyaung Township, an excavator is loosening the soil on campus, so volunteers and students can plant brush cherries that will symbolize the completion of this school, sponsored by the Tzu Chi Foundation.
This is a school that Master Zheng has built for us, so we are planting these trees to express our gratitude.
In Myanmar, brush cherries are used to honor the Buddha. The leaves can also be sold. The plants are a symbol of the faculty and students' expectation and respect for the school.
This tree honors the Buddha, so by planting it in a school built by the Master, it can help promote the message of peace and harmony.
Just 6 months ago, this plot of land was vacant. Excavation began in March. Piling began in April. The foundation was completed in May. Steel frames were completed in June. The school building on the right was completed in July. All construction was done by August. There are a total of 6 buildings and 12 classrooms. The buildings are raised to protect against flooding, and the double-layer roof helps improve ventilation.
They no longer have to worry about excessive rain or the scorching sun. The new classrooms are significantly cooler than the old ones.
The school is the biggest of the 12 that Tzu Chi is building in the township. It is now the most durable and beautiful structure in this farming community.
Everyone is very happy that the school is close to completion and that the campus is so nice. We wish them well.
With proper care, the small trees planted will one day grow up big and tall, just like the students, and that is something to look forward to.
20 years ago, Tzu Chi volunteers paid their first visit to Songhai Bulak leprosy settlement in Malaysia. Since that fateful date, the volunteers' visit have been ongoing, and their love has in turn inspired many of the residents to themselves forge deeper connection with Tzu Chi. On their most recent visit, volunteers arranged a visit to the newly completed Kuala Lumpur Jingsi Hall, giving residents a chance to pay their respects to what has become their spiritual home. This is leprosy sufferer Cai Jingduan in a picture from 12 years ago. Although today as healthy as ever, many of her fellow residents have passed on. As the mortality rate for leprosy settlement residents is close to 30% this year, today 12 years on, Cai and volunteers have come together for a touching reunion.
It was a touching moment when she grabbed onto my hand. She told me, I am over 90 years old. I don't know what tomorrow will bring, or if I will be there to see it. It reminded me that the time really waits for no one.
Tzu Chi has been visiting these leprosy patients since 1994. The 20-year commitment has been reciprocated by residents, many who now save their spare change to donate to Tzu Chi. Today, volunteers have invited the residents for a visit to their new spiritual home, the recent completed Kuala Lumpur Jingsi Hall. Seeing the Buddha statues and the familiar faces of the volunteers, 77-year-old Wang Mulan breaks into tears. Becoming a Tzu Chi member in 1996, Wang has been donating money to the organization on a monthly basis since then.
I am so thankful, so thankful.
There are those rich in heart that the Master talks about. Their hearts are so pure. And because of that heart of purity, we really wanted to help them realize their dream of coming here.
Over the past 20 years, the residents have been with Tzu Chi through thick and thin. Today, to be able to finally see the completion of the Kuala Lumpur Jingsi Hall is nothing less than a dream come true.
I am so surprised. I would have never imagined that they would want to donate money.
choose one dream, the days may pass, but the connections remain. For the past 11 years, Canada's Surrey Tzu Chi volunteers in British Columbia have worked with the Surrey Food Bank to provide for disadvantaged families in the area. Recently, volunteers prepared back-to-school stationery items for 170 low-income families. Thinking about the needs of the kids, backpacks were purchased in 3 different sizes, making sure children of all ages will have a suitable backpack to wear. The distribution was also joined by Tzu Chis, who were glad to be able to roll up their sleeves to contribute.
During the distribution, we used 2 hands to present the items. Our attitude is a pleasant one, and please remember your smile.
Remembering to keep a smile on their faces, Tzu Chis bow and humble themselves to serve.
We want the recipients to feel that we are respectful of them and that we are here to help.
Providing 5-star service, a Tzu Chi helps a mother move heavy aid items to her car as she came alone and was unable to carry all the items by herself. This back-to-school distribution was to ready children from low-income families for school. Besides assorted stationery items, volunteers thoughtfully prepared backpacks in small, medium, and large sizes.
Thank you to all of you for this amazing, amazing time that you've done here, and to the youth, all the young people from the Tzu Chi, from the camp. This has just been amazing.
A group of Tzu Chis began early morning to ready the venue along with Tzu Chi volunteers. Making sure the distribution goes off without a hitch, Tzu Chis familiarize themselves with each detail of the event. 13 hairstylists were also there to offer free haircuts to the students, making sure they can head back to school with a new look.
After the debut of the Iron Man movies by Marvel Studios, nearly every man in the world dreamed of being Tony Stark and owning an Iron Man suit. The world was then shocked when a teenager from Taiwan crafted a detailed life-size Iron Man suit out of cardboard without spending an arm and a leg, winning him an interview and a blog at the Stan Winston School of Character Arts, where aspiring special effects artists trained with the best of Hollywood. We now introduce you to Kyaung, who has realized his imagination and creativity through corrugated cardboard.
My name is Kyaung. I make art cardboard.
At the online school run by Hollywood's top special effects artists, a blog is dedicated to this young cardboard Tony Stark of Taiwan.
This is where I live. It is also my studio. It's only about 6.6 square meters.
Though only 20 years old, everyone calls him Big Bro Zhong. He cannot open the door to his room all the way because of the T-Rex behind it.
Normally, I tuck the head away, or you will knock over my models when I open the door.
Besides the T-Rex head sits an Iron Man suit and also a pterodactyl.
I wanted a T-Rex head, so I just began to make one. When I was done, I needed somewhere to hang the head, so I began to make the body.
With corrugated cardboard, a razor, and a glue gun, Kyaung can practically build anything.
Corrugated cardboard is wonderful. It is thick, so you build up layers very quickly.
Many items that are normally discarded become sculptures in Kyaung's hands.
This alien sculpture is made out of straw. I did it for my high school graduation.
Then there is a fish made out of broken umbrella frames.
You can tell it used to be an umbrella. I intentionally leave behind signatures of the frame.
Kyaung is the type of person that the Ministry of Education wants to help cultivate.
Future talent will work across many fields, so they have to have a core skill set that they can take with them.
Kyaung's source of inspiration are these beetles that he has taken a liking since young.
Unlike people, insects have different sections. So when you want to make one, you have to make sure you know what it looks like exactly.
A thorough understanding of his subjects helps bring his sculptures to life.
See the small praying mantis on top? He is very good at gauging the ratio and enlarges or miniaturizes to his will, so his work will always turn out with the right proportion. It was here that I learned how to use a glue gun, which became my adhesive of choice when I work.
Kyaung says he doesn't have anything big planned for the future, except that he wants to continue to create things he likes out of cardboard. By simply doing what he likes, he has already brought glory to his country.
I think you just have to try one step at a time. I found a method that worked for me, and then I combined it with what I already know, which then gave birth to a wonderful creation.
Did you know that going meatless is not only good for the planet but also our health? In Taoyuan, Taiwan, the CEO of CL Textile Corporation, Chen Jingyu, decided to become a vegetarian after falling severely ill. After realizing the benefits of vegetarianism, Chen recently launched a Go Vegetarian 1 day a week campaign at his company. But first we meet 53-year-old Wang Kun-chen, who says going vegetarian has surprisingly improved his physical strength. Here's more. 53-year-old Wang Kun-chen has been working as an aluminum door and window installer for 30 years. About 3 years ago, Wang Kun-chen decided to go meatless and has discovered that being a vegetarian has actually improved his physical strength.
After I became a vegetarian, I felt that I could regain my strength much quicker. I don't feel tired or sore the next day.
As many of Wang's co-workers think that going meatless would negatively affect their strength, Wang sees the opportunity to share with them his experience.
I'm getting older, but I don't think that my physical strength is decreasing. Maybe it is because I exercise every day.
Besides meeting the recommended daily water intake, Wang also eats a variety of vegetables to absorb inner nutrients. In fact, scientific studies show that going meatless can combat fatigue.
It is easier for vegetarians to regain their strength because the things they eat are plant-based. Not eating too much processed foods, they are less likely to develop toxins in their body.
For those with a family history of high blood pressure, high blood sugar, and high cholesterol, they must watch what they eat.
People with high blood sugar, high cholesterol, and high blood pressure should not consume too much animal protein or fat. Going vegetarian can decrease risk of high blood pressure, high cholesterol, high uric acid levels, and other problems. I have high blood pressure, high cholesterol, and diabetes, all these health problems.
This is the CEO of CL Textile Corporation, Chen Yujing, who used to be a meat lover. However, following a severe illness, Chen decided to change his eating habits and become a vegetarian. Furthermore, Chen even started promoting vegetarianism in his company.
I think we can try to launch the Go Vegetarian 1 meal a week campaign in the company. We can conduct a survey to see if everyone is willing to participate.
To encourage his employees to participate in the Go Vegetarian 1 meal a week campaign, Chen Yujing invited Tzu Chi volunteers to cook vegetarian meals in his company. Inside the kitchen, employees captured the cooking process with their cameras, while Tzu Chi volunteers churn out delicious vegetarian dishes. What are the employees' reactions after eating the vegetarian dishes?
好吃吗？好吃，有营养。以后都煮素食的给我们吃。可以接受一粥一素啊。
Thanks to efforts of Tzu Chi volunteers and Chen Yujing, many of the staff at Seik Textile Corporation have realized that going meatless is not that hard. For 3 consecutive years, Tzu Jings at the University of Melbourne in Australia have been running a campaign to promote vegetarianism. Recently, with the help of Tzu Chi volunteers, they prepare vegetarian lunchboxes for university students over 5 days to encourage them to embrace vegetarianism.
With an aspiration to change the world for the better, a group of youth stand in the cold to promote their cause. Undeterred by the cold weather, Tzu Chi volunteers and Tzu Jings hand out hot vegetarian meals to students of Melbourne University.
By taking on a vegetarian diet, we can gradually influence those around us to do the same. On the one hand, we can reduce our carbon emissions, and on the other, we can raise more awareness for the issue.
This is the 3rd consecutive year Melbourne University Tzu Jings have held their vegetarian campaign. Aspiring to do their part for the planet, in no time, 270 students all pledged to take on a 1-week vegetarian diet.
I feel like I ate too much meat in the past. Since the opportunity presented itself, I want to abstain from meat for 1 week.
As disasters are becoming more and more frequent, we hope people may do more for our Earth through a vegetarian diet.
Many students say they don't want to go meatless for just 1 week. Many of them hope to continue being a vegetarian and influence those around them to do the same.
Back at the Tzu Chi chapter, Tzu Jings share their own stories and experiences without forgetting to thank the volunteers for their support and effort.
Each
lunchbox contains the hard work and effort of many people. Our actions, although small, have the power to influence many people, our society, and the world.
Starting this year, members of Taiwan's Tzu Chi Performance Association have begun to visit Guangdu's Haoran Senior Citizens Home. These monthly visits have done much to inspire the performers and other volunteers to not delay on fulfilling their filial duties. Let's take a look at their latest gathering.
Singing and dancing, the residents of Taipei's Haoran Senior Citizens Home are having a good time. Unmarried celebrity Zhou Youjia has come to see the seniors here as her own parents.
One
day when we are old and alone, how can we have peace of mind and not be resentful for being in that situation? We need to start in cultivating our field of blessings and absorb much wisdom.
Thoroughly enjoying herself and bringing much laughter to the residents at the home, as actor and senior Tzu Chi volunteer Lin Naihua. These monthly visits to the nursing home are also a time that volunteer Huang Yamin looks forward to as well.
We're here to care and interact with them like grandchildren who have come to visit. This also reminds me that there is a senior in my family, so I should not delay in fulfilling my filial duties.
The seniors here remind me of my own parents. After the visits are over, the blessings I have created are given to my parents because they were the ones who gave me life.
After his work was completed in Indonesia, volunteer Tang Jin-song, true to his promise, returned to sing a handful of oldies for the seniors.
I promised the seniors back in March when I was here, they wanted me to sing some songs from the 30s, Shanghai era, but my schedule was packed and I couldn't stay longer. So I said next time I'll make it up to them.
Following the past few months of interactions, volunteers and seniors have slowly come to see each other as family, and all look forward to the next visit.
It has been 10 years since the establishment of the Jingsi Books and Cafe in Pluit, Indonesia, and to celebrate the occasion, volunteers held an exhibition displaying photos taken by Tzu Chi media volunteers throughout the years in Indonesia. Here's more.
Here at the Jinsi Hall, every photo of the exhibit captures a touching moment of Tzu Chi's efforts in Indonesia.
Looking at these pictures, I can't help but smile. Each picture brings me a sense of gratitude. I am very inspired by this exhibition.
To celebrate the 10th anniversary of the Jinsi Books and Cafe in Pluit, Indonesia, a photo exhibit of selected works of Tzu Chi media volunteers showcasing Tzu Chi's work in Indonesia was put together.
This event has been great. It has captured the smiles of the Tzu Chi volunteers. Behind the smiles, I see the hard work that the Tzu Chi media volunteers go through to document Tzu Chi's history. I hope this becomes an annual event to encourage others to also help capture such moving images.
Tzu Chi's media volunteers dare not relax their efforts, but will instead continue to uphold the mission of documenting Tzu Chi's history for posterity.
Recently, the Hualien Tzu Chi Hospital held a forum with hepatitis C sufferers and their families to discuss recent medical advancement in the field, as well as how to best manage the potentially dangerous condition.
Doctors do their best to answer any questions or fears those in the audience might have at this forum for hepatitis C sufferers and their families.
We learned about hepatitis B and C and other liver problems, as well as how to determine possible cancer of the liver. Also, new medical advances were discussed. There's a lot of important information at these forums, so I make it a point to come every time.
Doctors hope attendees will leave with a correct understanding of hepatitis C, as well as ways to keep it under control. Also discuss for new treatments that have far fewer side effects and improved success rates.
Over 50% of hepatitis sufferers can handle the side effects of current treatment protocols. However, if the new treatments don't have interferons, patients will be much more willing to try them. And as the number of patients choosing to undergo treatment increases, it might be possible to eradicate hepatitis C in the next 10 years.
They told us to avoid certain things as much as possible, such as drinking and staying up too late. Bad habits like that. I am in the process of working towards that.
With the help of the medical team at Hualien Tzu Chi Hospital, hepatitis C sufferers have learned how to face their disease and treatment options with a realistic attitude and an optimistic heart.
We go to Taiwan's Yilan County at the end of the show. Tzu Chi volunteers join hands with the local city office to help senior Huang, who suffers from dementia, clean up his cluttered home. Thanks to collaborative effort, Huang can finally live in a healthier environment. We'll leave you with these images. Thank you for watching DaAi Headlines. Goodbye.